few weekends I've not recorded any videos. I've been in a really bad flare coming off the mycophenolate, or the brand name Cellcept. So let's just get into what's been going on. Well, if you've been following me for a while, then you probably know I'm on round 3 of trying Benlysta. It's the only thing that has actually worked well for my lupus, but because it caused so many mood problems and they were really quite bad, they added a mood stabilizing medication and wanted me to do the at-home injections every 2 weeks instead of every week. That did not work at all. And now I'm doing the injection weekly because it just was not working. And I am very concerned about this because the depression and the mood problems came on so quickly and were so intense, and it happened before I even realized it was happening. It was really quite bad. So I am very concerned about that, obviously. Especially since, other than getting into really cytoxic drugs that are going to make my life miserable, pretty much, nauseated, my hair falling out, like Cytoxin, this is, I think, the most that they can do for me at this point. Cefnilo didn't work, methotrexate didn't work. So this is where I'm at. I also had to get off at the same time of, the Benlysta being every 2 weeks instead of every week at first, and coming off the Cefnilo, and that caused a flare issue. Then I had to get off the mycophenolate because I couldn't eat on it. And a lot of people have this issue with the mycophenolate, where they just have no appetite. You'll start losing weight. You just can't eat. It's really crazy. But for that reason, I had to get off this Cellcept, even though it worked better than any of the other anti-rejection drugs that I've tried. I couldn't do this. The side effects weren't, I just couldn't live with the side effects, basically. So I went back on brand name Imuran, or generic is azathioprine, and it really didn't do enough for me before. So I wasn't expecting much this time, but I figured at least I'll be able to eat. However, coming off the mycophenolate and onto the Imuran has been a disaster. It's really not doing anything for me. The Imuran I'm referring to, or azathioprine, and it's just a horrible flare has ensued. And it started out with extreme exhaustion and then severe joint pain. I'm sleeping over 12 hours a day again. And then a couple of days ago, I woke up with this horrible pain in between my shoulder blades. And it was like my muscles were really clenched and hurt. And it was like bone pain. It wasn't organ pain. I know that, believe me, I know the difference. It was so painful. I woke up and it brought me to tears. Now, I have a pretty high tolerance to pain. I've been dealing with so much joint and muscle pain for so long that usually it doesn't faze me, and I don't take anything for it. Sometimes I'll take the THC CBD tincture or the muscle rub. And I did do a video on medical marijuana. If you're interested, go check that out. But that's the most I'll do for pain. I don't take ibuprofen or any kind of NSAIDs because they stress out the liver and kidneys, and I'm on so many other medications. I just don't want anything to do with that. I try to treat things as naturally as possible first. So it's been extremely difficult. I actually had to break down and take a course of steroids, but I don't think I did that soon enough because of what happened just the other day with me waking up like that. And it was like that all day, literally all day. So now I'm taking the steroids and I'm on a muscle relaxer for the next month, I guess. So I woke up the next morning and I was extremely sore, and you could see like my muscles here were really puffy and swollen, and I was still in pain. I felt very, very, very sore, and this would be day 3, and after, I took the muscle relaxer, and I feel a lot better, but I feel very weak. My muscles feel very weak. I'm exhausted. I had to call into work again today. It's really difficult. And the other thing is that I don't have much motivation. And it's weird that this disease can affect you in a mental way, I want to say. Like, usually I'm very much a go-getter, very on top of things, very like, let's just go get it done. I don't procrastinate, but it took everything in me to come and just sit in front of my laptop and make these videos this evening. Like, I've just had no motivation, which is not like me at all, and I'm exhausted. So if you're going through something like this, I just want you to know it's not your fault. You're not a lazy person. This does affect you that way. Don't let people make you feel bad ever for this. There's just not a lot we can do other than making sure that we take care of ourselves and take the time off when we need to. And that's what I had to do. And as much as this is an important commitment to me to be on here every weekend uploading videos, I just had to take some time out to take care of myself because it was getting pretty bad. Now I'm going to go to my rheumatologist in a couple of days, and I need to, Imuran's not doing it. We got to find something else, and I can't go back to the Cellcept either. So I'm going to keep you guys updated on what we figure out. There's got to be a different anti-rejection drug that we can use or something. And it has been speculated in the past that I might also have RA with the lupus. This situation that just happened kind of makes me think that that might really be true, other than you probably won't be able to tell on the videos, but in my fingers you can see my bones starting to become deformed, like they're starting to, like this finger here, it's starting to go, you can kind of see it if you look closely, like that bone's starting to go one way, this one's going the other way. Just, you can really see it in my hands, specifically my fingers where the bones are. Anyway, I do think that there might be some RA symptoms going on, which I'm pretty concerned about. So I'm wondering if maybe adding an RA med instead of an anti-rejection drug could help. I don't know. But I know I woke up, and literally the minute I opened my eyes, all I did was sleep. I didn't do any exercises, any strenuous activity, nothing. It was so painful, and it lasted all day. That was crazy. And it's scary because you don't know when that's going to randomly happen. Like, we just don't know when our body is going to pull something totally crazy on us that'll completely disrupt our life. And if I wasn't working as an independent contractor right now with the company that I'm working for, and the girl in the office, her daughter has lupus really bad, if that wasn't the situation, I probably would have gotten fired over this whole situation. So it's really difficult, especially when you're trying to work. Really difficult what we go through. But that is my update. I also had my appointment with the stem cell clinic, and I got my treatment plan, what the cost of the whole treatment plan would be, and an answer to a lot of questions. So I'm going to be making a separate video in regards to that, so be looking out for that. But stay strong, you guys. I hope you're all doing okay.